Today, I'm building a house with the money that I make in 10 minutes at Pizza Planet, so let's get into today's video. So I'm using my alt account to build because I wanted to give myself the exact number of money and not estimate. So I gave him the $29,626 that I made at Pizza Planet. So let's start building. Alright, so I went ahead and made the layout. We have living room, kitchen and dining room, bathroom, and bedroom. This is just a simple house layout. I want to keep it a one-story small house so that way I can put a little bit more detail on the inside. When you delete stuff, you don't get the money back. Next, I'm going to do the roof, and I think I'm going to do maybe the hip roof. So yeah, I'm going to go with the hip roof. There we go. For the outside, I'm going to do the overlapping panels and make it, I think I'm just going to make them light stone gray. And then I want to get a wall trim. I know it's not a necessity, but I really want to use this wall trim. And I want to do it a brick. The front door, I think I'm going to put here, so we can have a little like living room nook area over here. And I actually think I'm going to do the stylish door, or maybe the double door. I do like that brown, dark stone gray for the window, and we'll keep it gold, but I want to do it more of a, let's do beige. For the roof, I'm going to do asphalt shingles. I'm going to do those dark stone gray, and then the inside, I'm going to do white. For the floor on the inside, I'm going to do like a mixture. I think, oh, I don't like any of these colors. I forgot I don't have the color wheel on my alt account, so we're gonna have to just pick a color and go with it, but I guess this is okay. So I guess we'll go with the pine cone. In here, I'm going to do it the same, and then in here, I'm going to do it a tile. We're going to do the skinny ceramic tile. So we have $26,000 left after doing quite a bit. So that's pretty good. For the inside walls, I'm going to do lily white. And I might add a material to it. I don't know yet. For the bathroom, I'm going to have like one wall have like the same as the floor, just to give it like an accent piece. And then over here, this wall, I want to do the corduroy fabric as like an accent wall. Now, wall trim is not necessary, but I have to use wall trim. I should probably do this. Okay, I'll do the wall trim on the inside last, but I think it's a necessity. I'm going to work on the windows, which we got new windows a few updates ago, so I'm excited to finally use those. So we have a few options. At this point in the video, I spend so long figuring out what windows I want to use because I wanted to use all the new ones, but I wanted it to be consistent. So here I am just going through, thought I found some, then I didn't like them and I switched them, but I finally found the ones that I liked. Alright, so I did decide to change the windows to these simple windows. I didn't see these as an option before. And then I'm trying to figure out what windows to use for the bedroom here. I think I'll also just use these as well for the bedroom. For the living room, I'm going to use the new, well not new, but they were new, couches that we got from the IKEA update. And I'm going to do a white couch. I'm also going to use the new Harmonious carpet in here. I really like this carpet. I think I'm actually going to do it cloudy gray. And then put this coffee table on top. And then I'm just going to do like a simple like decoration of like books and like maybe a plant on top. Also, as you can probably tell, I am allowing myself to use inventory items. If I have the ability to, I think I should be allowed. Well, I'm going to use this yellow vase and then put a bouquet in it. It's a little big, but it'll work. And then I'm going to use the transitional console table to put the TV on top of. And I think I'm going to do it the same like brown color as the door to match. And now we're going to get a probably cheaper TV. So we're going to get the $1,600 one. Now for lighting, I'm going to just get a ceiling fan. And I think I'm just going to use the traditional. Oh, actually I have a few new plants to choose from. totally forgotten about all of this stuff, but I kind of want to add this. This bamboo plant is kind of cool. So I'm going to add this somewhere. Ooh, what if I put it right here by the door? Because your houses always need plants. I'll change those pictures later, but here is our living room so far. And I just realized that we only have $15,000 left. So maybe we get rid of... Oh, I just realized when you delete stuff, you don't get the money back. Wait, I'm actually like wasting money right now. Hold on. Because if you look at my budget and I place these, it like... Now I only have 14K. If I delete them, I don't get that money back. So if you go back in the video, you can see I had like $15.3 thousand. So I'm going to add that money back to myself. Okay, I'm going to do 15,400 because there's definitely, I feel like, a few other stuff that I placed and I deleted. I didn't even notice. All the windows that I like changed and stuff, I never got that money back. So that's going to be a little bit issue. So I'm going to add a little bit more to myself, actually. I'm going to do 15,900 just for like the windows that I placed. I probably had more, but let's just go with that. We're going to go to the bedroom. At least the living room is more like detailed. Everything else is probably going to be a lot less detailed, but let's go to the bedroom now. I want to use this one, but why is it so expensive? Let's just put 2 beds together for the bedroom. I'm going to use this carpet from my inventory, and then I'll do like some pictures in here as well, and we'll do a dresser. We're gonna do the transitional one. That's like the console table I used in there. Whoa, bonsai tree. Actually didn't know we had that. All right, I think I'm just gonna do a little tree right there. All right, this is our bedroom. It's super simple. I'm trying not to waste any money. Now let's move over to the kitchen, I guess. The bathroom, we have like cheap options. The kitchen, I feel like, is going to be more expensive. But let's try and do this wisely. For appliances, I'm probably going to have to go with the cheap fridge. Alright, so I added a few things to the kitchen. We got the fridge, the stove, a counter, and I'm working on the cabinets right now. We have $10,655 left. So I'm hoping that we're able to finish this somewhat decent. I think in my inventory, I have an espresso machine. Do I? Yes, I have 3. Perfect. And it doesn't cost me anything. So after I finished the kitchen and adding all the appliances, I moved on to the dining table, the little like dining nook on the side of the kitchen. And then I just added some finishing touches with windows and other stuff. Alright, so I somewhat finished the kitchen. I'm going to stop here for now and work on the bathroom. And I think that might be it for the kitchen though. We'll see how much money we have left after the bathroom, but let's move on here. I even changed the window to this like little one, so you can't like see inside. I would really like to use this because it has like a shower and bath together, and it looks good. It matches the house. I just don't know if I want to spend $2,000 on it. But I think everything else will be pretty cheap, so I'm gonna do it. So after the shower, I went on and added the sink and the toilet and the mirror, and then I even added, just for a small decoration, toilet paper by the toilet just to give it that realism. And I added like a bunch of other decorations, just a few clutter items since I had extra budget left over, and I didn't want this bathroom to be super plain. Alright, so I finished the bathroom with $1,835 left over. I think this is pretty good. So I'm just going to add lights because there's like a corner here that's a little dark. So I am going to add some of these sleek ceiling lights. And with my leftover $1,000, I'm just going to get 2 trash cans to put up against this wall just to give it a little something. Maybe a few more pictures. Feel like we need something on this wall. So now we have $180 left and we are finished. So let's go take a look at the house. I wonder if I can do like a little walkway. So here is our house made with $29,626. I actually really like the outside. It's just a mini budget friendly house. We spent a lot of time, a little bit too much time on the living room, but it turned out so good and I really love it. I love the new couch. I've never used the IKEA couch before, but it looks really good. Then we have the kitchen over here, which sadly we had to use all the basic items because I don't know how we used so much on the living room, but we did. but it turned out pretty good. It actually is not too bad. And then we have our dining area over here. And then we have our bedroom in here with a lot of natural lighting, and it's just really simple, and I will end up changing the pictures. And then we have our bathroom over here, which is actually really cozy as well. We have a nice accent wall that matches the tile on the floor. We have the nice like Scandinavian bathtub, and overall it's actually pretty good. So comment down below what your favorite room is in this house, and make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video or live stream. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.